Welcome to a new special series called The Bathroom Break. That extra 10 minutes you either have to listen to marketing tips or use the bathroom or both. But I don't recommend both, but that's your choice.
This collab is going to be super fun. We have Daniel Murray from the Marketing Millennials and me, Jay Schwedelson from the Do This Not That podcast and subjectline.com. Each episode in the series, we are going to go over quick tips about different marketing topics. And if you want to be in the bathroom, fine, just don't tell us about it. Thanks for checking it out.
We are back with another episode of Bathroom Breaks. I'm here with the guru himself, Jay Schwedelson, and I am Daniel Murray. And I actually found out a fun fact about Jay, and he's been gatekeeping this for the last 3 years, but he goes for a jog every Saturday and Sunday. And I didn't even know he ran. So, could you explain what
I hate you for the passion. So here's the thing. So I live in this community. There's a circle around the community that's 3 miles long. And so I do it every Saturday and Sunday. It's not a flex at all because I want to keel over by the time I get back. But the worst part is I go so slow, so slow that people will stop me and be like, "How's your walk going?" And I'm want to give them the finger because I'm bro, I'm running. You clown, I'm running. And even anybody I see, I always see you walking around the circle. I go, dude, I am running. So I get so much, I get so angry. Do you run at all? I don't feel like you're a runner.
No, I had a phase in 2019 where It was a phase. It was like a 4-month phase where I was just addicted to Strava and I was addicted to beating a 5K time. So I would just run 3 times a week trying to beat my 5K time for 4 months. And then I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't run anymore. I get too bored running. I need to play a sport. That's why I got into tennis because I just can't just think about running for 3 miles or 4 miles. I don't know how people do that.
Oh, I'm horrendous. Well, I couldn't be worse at it. Anybody that runs a marathon, props to you because, dude, that is wild. But let's get into this episode. Daniel, what's going on this time of year? What is the content? What are things that we could be doing this time of year, unlike any other time of year, that actually crush it?
Well, the thing that happens this time of year is you've done a lot of work as a marketing team to create content that you put out, episodes you put out, products you put out, and you have metrics now of what's doing well and what's not doing well. So this is the best time to put out gift guides, most downloaded content, our favorite episodes of this year, takeaways from all our blogs or all our interviews. This is the time to be able to do roundups. And I think Jay calls it which is the Spotify Rapify of your content of the year. But what are some things you tried that have worked, Jay, that you've seen other people do that are cool out there?
The most powerful word this time of year is the word most. We live in a world now, all we want to know is what other people think. That's it. That's why you get in an Uber that's a 4.9, you cancel one that's a 3.8 because you're scared, right? All we care about is what other people think. And the content this time of year, if you package it in the most, okay, it exponentially increases the number of people downloading it, consuming it, watching it, interacting with it. Our most listened to podcast episode, our most downloaded tip sheet, right? Our most favorited outfits, our most wish for gifts, whatever it is that the most. It doesn't matter if you have 3 people that visit the blog post, okay? It is still your most, and all we care about are these superlatives. So when you think you don't have anything really awesome to push, package up whatever you got that's the most, make buckets of different things, and push it between now and the end of the year, and you will be shocked about the level of consumption that people and engagement that you get.
I'm going to add on why it's even way better to do it now than more than ever. We have AI to help us do this now. Before, right, you were manually looking through spreadsheets and saying, what is the most downloaded content? What is the most viewed content? What's the most viewed podcast? What is my most viewed video? What's my most shared thing? now you could plug in all your data, all your content, and you can even now do something better and say, here's a tip from each of these most listened to. Here's the 5 best tips from the most listened to episodes of 2025. So you can even create more content from that most by just using AI to pull out those metrics and pull out those quotes and pull out those data points. And it's super easy to do than ever before.
And this time of year is also a moment you have to always get in the psyche of whoever you market to, consumers, business professionals, doesn't matter. We love this time of year when we can kind of all rely on certain things, certain types of content. That's the reason Mariah Carey's song is always hits number 1 every time of this year. That's the reason Spotify Wrapped is so popular. And you can do that as well. You can say, this is the most whatever. This is our most consumed, most bought, most wished for, most downloaded. Lean into this because that's the mindset that we're in. We want to get comfortable and we also want to catch up on whatever we missed out on, right? What is Netflix number 1 show of the year, most watched show of the year? Oh, I missed it. I'm going to watch it. So this is every time of the year, you have to get into the psyche of what is going on out there. And this is so easy. It costs you nothing and it takes no time. It is a no-brainer.
I also think if we're thinking about not only a content plays, you could do emails that are say, here are the most gifted products we have of 2025. Here are the most bought products of 2025. People want to know what the most bought because they want to be like other people, like Jay said at the beginning, roundups like that. They want to know what is the most bought, most viewed, most even you could do this in any line of business for services, for SaaS features, for anything. Like this is our most viewed feature. People do this, people do that. You use it this time because you could say of 2025 because now we can aggregate all the data and it's believable that you aggregated all the data from the last year.
All right. So let me ask you this, going back to the running thing. Have you don't strike me as somebody that's gone to a workout class. Like, have you ever gone to a Pilates class, an Orange Theory fitness class? I cannot imagine you in one of these classes, like, all right, everyone do 5 push-ups now.
It's actually a false thing because me and Ari, we had, like I said, with my running phase, we had phases. So we had a Soul Cycle phase and, we had a Barry's Boot Camp phase.
That's a hard phase.
That was a hard phase. And something about me is I'm very competitive and if I'm someone's running next to me and they're running at 12 and I can't run at 12, I'm going to still try run at 12 and kill myself while they're looking like it makes it look easy. So I was dying while these fit people were just crushing it. And then I had a Peloton phase.
There you go.
So I had I was on a class phase, but now I'm going back to my sports phase where I play sports.
I have to tell you, those classes. So I've done all of those classes. They're all horrible for different reasons, but I really gave up on them because I remember I was doing Orange Theory Fitness, which is one of these classes, whatever. You do all these exercises. And then they started having you had to partner up. Like, all right, everybody, get a partner. And you're going to go and do sit-ups together or something. And I don't want to partner up with these randos. Everyone's disgusting. And then you have to hold the person's ankles or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm like, can I participate without partnering? They're like, no, we need you to partner. And I was like, peace out. I never showed up again. I don't want to partner up.
Jay doesn't want to, I think I never understand why you would go to a class because you hate being around so many people. So why are you going to any of these classes?
I don't know.
That's why you go on your runs and nobody's bothering you. And people still tend to bother you on your runs. So it's interesting.
Oh, when people try to talk or whatever, somebody I know, and hey, I'm like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? I'm running.
I think that's the worst when you go to a class and then someone you're trying to avoid that, people seeing you exercise, and then someone who's and the worst part is when they're way fitter than you and they make the class look easy and you come in the class soaked and they're like, that was good. That was fun.
Yeah. I'll tell you what wasn't fun listening to this episode. It was torture, I'm sure, but we appreciate you being here. What a sell. Everyone, leave the Marketing Millennials a review, follow their show. And if you're really bored, do that with Do This, Not That. And we'll see you at the next one.
Daniel, come on, man. I got to get back to work. Get out of there. All right. While he's still in there, this is Jay. Check out my podcast, Do This, Not That, for marketers. Each week we share really quick tips on stuff that can improve your marketing, and I hope you give it a try. Oh, here's Daniel. He's finally out.
Back from my bathroom break. This is Daniel. Go follow the Marketing Millennials podcast, but also tune into this series. It's once a week, the bathroom break. We talk about marketing tips that we just spew out, and it could be anything from email, subject line, to any marketing tips in the world. We'll talk about it. Just give us a shout on LinkedIn and tell us what you want to hear. Peace out.
Later.